Madam Speaker, I'm not trying to demean the contributions of the honourable member. I do recognize that he's trying. In fact, I have to credit him for the creation of Romantic Rhythms. We believe that it is a good event to have. Obviously, there may have to be some tweaking, but at the end of the day, he was bold enough. There's some other issues in terms of the free tickets and so on, but I wouldn't deal with that. The reality is, we acknowledge it as a good initiative, an initiative that we will continue when we win the next general elections. But barring that, can you speak to any major accomplishment coming from the member of City East? And that is why I made the point that we must stop giving credit to individuals that they do not deserve. And the irony about it, observe the member of City East there accepting as though it is so, when he ought to know that it is not so. So the point I'm making here, you must stop appropriating praise unto yourselves that is not deserving. The very industry that you're boasting about today, the tourism industry, was created by the Antigua Labour Party. That is what you called creative leadership. In fact, Antigua and Barbuda was one of the first countries in the OECS region that diversified out of agriculture into tourism. Again, that was visionary leadership under the Antigua Labour Party. And many of you, from time to time, try to belittle the contributions of the Labour Party. One of you said sometime yesterday that we left government in shame. I want to say here, Madam Speaker, that I am a proud member of the Antigua Labour Party, the institution that built this country. That's an undeniable fact. I don't have no time for foolishness I don't want to hear. I am stating a fact that is well known by all, that you are trying to recreate history now, trying to make it look as though everything that emanated from the UPP is good, and that anything that was done by the ALP is bad. I find that there's gross disrespect, Madam Speaker, on the other side for the contributions of members of the Labour Party. From time to time they say, 28 years, and you haven't done anything, when they well know that we're the ones who built this country. We are happy that you're now seeking to expand on those successes, even though we recognize that you have not been very successful. Because even within the tourism industry, we would have expected that by now something would be happening for you, based on all of the investments that you promised prior to the last general elections. And we're still hoping that within the next few months before the elections are called, that you perhaps may get one of these projects, so-called projects that you had in the pipe, off the ground. So at least you'll be able to justify to the people of this country that you did not fool them, that it was just hot air, which indeed I have no doubt it was. So, Madam Speaker, again, I would like the honourable member to re-examine that particular clause. This is the first schedule, clause 1A, the constitution of the board, which provides to the minister to serve. I think that is fraught with a lot of danger. Madam Speaker, I also want to deal with the issue of the second schedule as well. In fact, going back to the first schedule, you would have seen about 11 individuals who would serve on a particular board. This is followed by an advisory council with another 21 or 22 individuals to serve. Now, Madam Speaker, I think this is certainly too large a bureaucracy, and certainly the second committee, it is unwieldy. I don't know how these 20-something people are going to meet and have any proper order. I know that the minister obviously is trying to be all-inclusive here, but you've got to be practical with the application of these things. Not only that, Madam Speaker, there's an issue of cost. I notice, for instance, that there is the potential for both the board as well as the advisory council members to be paid. Now, assuming, yes, it says here, if any, remuneration if any. Both the council and